Hi, welcome to another video on my first driving robot of fischertechnik, Mydfir. Last time I tried to do some color recognition with flashing the lights, and it turned out that the colors were not recognized at all. So right now here I have put the command to start everything it should do. No, that's the wrong command. This is the right one. It's going very fast, but it is recognized. It should detect colors green and blue by now. So I'm ending this run and I will look at all the data. And according to the algorithm, it will set that the color is different from the other values. So of course it says what the sonar distance is. However, here you can clearly see that here in this algorithm Anders gets the red value of the color. Here it is converted to string and assigned to K1, and here K1 is written, and then with the tab you get others. So here you get the value. So let's see what more values we can get. Let's speed things up and look for. See, 16 is red, but that is because I put it like that, which does not mean it is actually the red color, but you can see that here 14 is detected. And unfortunately, so 16 and 14 are detected. So now I'm going to do it slightly different. I will let it run and meet with the actual color red. So all data will be overwritten in the file. It is approaching red. And I need to give it some support. It is detecting red. So I'm stopping it and see. It says red, but is that all it says? And this time it says 12. So I have 12, 14 and 16. And this time it says 16 is red. So I can safely assume for now that red starts somewhere at 10 and maybe go to 25. So this is one thing. There are no other values. Oh, here is 14, so that's okay. So let's run it again, approaching green. Stop it. It says 16 is red. Do we find another? Other is not found this case. It's all 16. However, that doesn't make any sense, since red was not detected. It was green. This is the end of the file. So I'm checking for 14 and go backwards. Although this is so I'm afraid that 16 is the only number it sees. Let's go one more time for blue. He detects blue. End of it. Data 16. Again red. Find for different. Nothing. And this, so this can't be true. So let's see what else we can find. As a test, I have added a light source to see if that would make any difference at all. So let's wait till it sees red. Now it encounters red. So I'll stop it. Check for the time. Yes. Let's examine it. Well, it should detect red, but is it the right color? That is the big question. And it isn't, because all these values that it detects should be something entirely different. This is just that it drives following the line. And when scrolling through the data, I can't find anything else. So let's see for green. Not found. Blue. Not found. Different. Not found. So it doesn't find anything else, which is quite remarkable. I'm scrolling fast down, up, and nothing happens at all. So with these colors, this is smaller than 25. Let me reduce this to, let's say, 20. On the other hand, I don't get any other color values than that. So it makes no sense changing this and test again. So the question is, why doesn't it get any other values? One more try in the direction of green. Approaching green, riding over green, it should detect it. Now it has passed green. And again 16 red. So now let's do something different. This is the color red. And it says 16. Why does it constantly give the color 16 and 12 and 14? Well, the other colors aren't there. Let's examine the sensor for a moment. When taking a closer look at the robot, then things are quite easy setup. With this as the line tracking sensor and this as the color recognition. 3 cables, power and the signal cable. The signal cable goes here. So the idea is then to reset it for a moment, because it might well be that by the time, all the time that it was in here, something has happened. So with all this, let's check out again what the result is of the reset of the cable. I've put it back on the track in front of the green. Oops, I should not do that. A1, it should be. I should here quit and then start it. There it goes again. And I have to give it a little push. And then it gets some odd behavior. So I need to restart it. Let's see what it does again. Now it rides forward, detecting green, or let's anyway see if it is green. Data, and again it is detecting red. Which is very remarkable. Does it know again this? No, it is solely 16 it detects. So let's go further, because now I assume that 16 is green. Now it rides towards blue. And let's see if it actually detects something else. And again, it is only red. So let's see for the actual track and see how it behaves. Yet another testing strategy is not to test a single color, but to test the black line. So let's do that for a moment. And you see it is flashing red. So it detects pure red now, which is not good at all. And is in the middle of red. So I'm checking the data. And all checks red. Now the next test I can do is with all the colors that are located here. So I'll shift it a little bit and put it on, for example, yellow. And see what that gives. And that immediately gives 16. So what I want to do, since I am testing for one color, I'm going for another interface, which would be a 2. It is set in A2. Hold on. That's remarkable. Would that have been a mistake from my side? Quite well possible. Let's set it in here. See what happens then. So start. Now it won't run. Why doesn't it run? All the wires are intact. Let's put it here and see what happens then. Now it goes. Green. And blue. And let's check for the value. and there's a remarkable change in value. So let's get a look again at the screen. So let's get back to the start. 16 says red, and that is the line. Which is faultily detects. Those are a lot. So let's find the other value. Not found. Let's 32 it was. So going back, finding for 32. And that is set blue. Is it blue? Do we have? Now we have to verify which color is actually which. So I am going to put it in front of green, check for the data and see if that says blue, then I know that this is actually green. But then I'll have to check it right here. So let's do that. Run it, oops, here, run it. And then we get here, D1 is not defined. And that is very annoying. Line 79. In here D1 is not defined, which is absolutely annoying. For time's sake I get them out, D1 and D2. Let's see again. There it goes. Green, it detects green. Stopping it. Data. So 32 is actually green. I'm going here and I'm putting in 30 to, let's say, 45. So that is one thing. Getting on. But there's a problem, so I start it again. And now it approaches from the other side, but it is blue. So I check for blue. And which value will it detect? Different. And it detects 40. So the value here must be, I'll change this to 34, and it detects blue, which now goes to, let's say, 40 and 45. And this way I can check them all. So let me put the robot to the red color. and start. No, start it. Then it detects red and stopping it. And this is curious because it doesn't detect the color. 44. There we have it. 44, which is red. So this is very curious because I had stated 40 is blue, but then apparently 44 is already red. So this is very remarkable. Let's put this to 43 then. And by the way, then this, since it is red, it is not larger than, but equal to. So I can put this to 43. And the only way is this, to check it all. So let's run it again. See what happens this time with all the colors. First color to detect is blue. And the second color to detect is green. So let's stop it and check again. It says no green. Does it say blue? Not found. It just said 40 is different. And I'm scrolling fast back, but it doesn't find anything at all. Yes, now it does. 42. 42 for blue. And again 42 for blue. It is possible. I'm scrolling down and down. So let's see 42. It's all 42, which is very remarkable. I have to check on that. Are there more values in it besides a different? And I don't think so now anymore. No. So 40. So are there other colors than 42? This is considering the driving direction, I have to assume that 42 is green, by the way, because its last color detected was green, which is the 42 then. So the last color, let's say, was 30 and then 45. Then another color. And I'm still scrolling up and scrolling up. And there's nothing to be found yet. Scrolling down now. There it goes. And this is once again, oh, I'm at the end now. But there's nothing to be found, except for this. And this is 42. That says blue, and that's the first one, and that is correct. So 42 would be blue. Then this cannot be 30. That should be 44, but then you see that the colors are really close to each other. And this color doesn't make any sense either. Together with the fact that color values change by the source of light and by the lighting, these values are there for now, and with a different setup they may be all different. So what I need to do is develop some mechanism to automatically adapt it, and that won't be easy. So I'll let it drive again and see what happens, but for now I think this is as far as it gets, with one change to the interface, namely for some reason it was in A2 instead of A1. Not a clue why it did that, why it happened, but that's the case. And for so far, thank you for watching, and probably to be continued.